Forget everything you know about mainstream VR. Today we are entering a world where a VR headset costs more than a used car and feature technology straight out of a science fiction movie. We are talking about 8K resolution, custom fitted headsets lighter than a smartphone, headsets for military and mixed reality that is indistinguishable from the real world. This is the absolute cutting edge of virtual reality, and today I'm showing you the most insane headsets money can buy. In the description you can find all the links and coupons for the headsets. My name is Thomas and you're watching VoodooDE VR. Let's have some fun with the video and let's go!
VoodooDE.
Okay guys, so let's start. So I will show you, as always in my buying guides and so on, the headsets, one after another, and then the advantage and disadvantages, price and who should buy it. So let's start with an exclusive thing here. Look at this. This is the Play for Dream. The Play for Dream is an Apple Vision Pro clone, but cheaper. It looks pretty similar. It has the crown as well and so on. It has this adjustable head strap, integrated sound, and it has controllers. Not with the Apple Vision Pro you don't have controllers, but with this one you have controllers. That means you can do the same as with the Apple Vision Pro plus gaming. Oh yes. So what's the advantage? Definitely the ultra high resolution. The display is insane. It has Sony Micro-OLEDs, the best what you can have right now. OLED, right? You can have great colors, great black levels and so on, and it's really good display. And also the pass-through quality. We have mixed reality. You can see the cameras. We have really good mixed reality. It's not as good as the Apple Vision Pro, but still really insane. Really good pass-through quality. We have eye tracking included, and that's also really interesting for avatar tracking and potential dynamic foveated rendering. So it's perfect for watching movies indeed. You can watch movies really good. And this is new. We have a Steam Link Beta. I already made a separate video about this, and this is insane. So with this Steam Link Beta you can play PCVR games wireless in a quality that you cannot really you cannot see the difference to DisplayPort nearly. That's insane. And then with this display and with OLED, this is brutal. This is brutal. The PCVR is so much better than just streaming with a Quest 3 or so. Really brutal. So very great. But we also have some disadvantages with this headset, and that means we have a facial interface that is meant for, I would say, Asian faces or so. It's not so, it's magnetic and so on, but it's more for the Asian head shape, not for the Western, and that's a problem. But finally we have a facial interface for the Western world now. That's is available, and that's really good. Also, the next thing is the store of the Play for Dream. I mean the standalone store, where you can play it without PC, is not good. It's very small, you cannot compare it. The Apple store is much bigger for the Vision Pro, and of course the Meta Quest store, the Horizon store, is much better and much bigger. So don't buy it because you want to play standalone games. It doesn't make sense. You can work, you can watch movies, that's okay, but playing standalone games doesn't make sense. Also the battery life is not so good, like 2 to 2.5 hours or even lower. Depends on what you're doing, is not so good, but at least you can charge it at the same time you're using that with a power bank or so. Like with the Apple Vision Pro, you can have a power bank. So yeah, that's the disadvantage. We have a price of $1,999 or €1,776, which is pretty expensive, but when you compare it to the price of the Apple Vision Pro, $3,500 or €4,000, this is really cheap, right? We have a same display, or I think even better or so. It's just absolutely amazing. Yeah, the PCVR is great. So who should buy it? Of course, people that want PCVR in the very high, ultra high quality wireless. Because with many of the headsets, Crystal Super, Crystal, whatever, you have a cable. Or with the Quest 3, you have wireless, but the quality is not so good, at least the display. So people that want PCVR in a high quality wireless, people that want to watch movies with a really good display, and people that don't have to check out their wallet. Yeah, because I think it's still a high price, yeah, but it's really great, at least with PCVR and so on. So if you want to buy it, you can save a little bit by going via my coupon code in the description. Make sure to use that, and then you can have a really great headset. That's the Play for Dream. And of course, what doesn't have to miss in this list, the Apple Vision Pro. Yeah, everybody knows it. Nobody has it because it's much too expensive. But I really, it needs to be in the buying guide. Yeah, close to all the other headsets, because it's just the Apple Vision Pro. So yeah, as you can see, it has a cable here. It has a battery, and it's pretty heavy. It's ultra high quality. So what is the advantage and disadvantage? The advantage, of course, is the absolute premium quality. So all the materials, only when you even touch the battery here, oh my God, when you touch the front, this is pure glass, this is aluminum. And this is so nice fabric, wow. So everything is ultra high quality. Even the bag that comes with it is brutal high quality. So they put in the best material they could find. Really great. The display is revolutionary. It's so high resolution. It's ultra sharp. It's very high detailed. Absolutely amazing. OLED, of course. And we have a revolutionary user interface. So it's controlled via hand and eye tracking. So for example, if you want to close a window, you just have to look at the X and then do a pinch movement. It works so good. Really, the user interface is the best I've ever seen on any VR headset. Wow. Also, the pass-through quality, the mixed reality is the best you can have right now. It looks so good to see a real environment and then put some virtual things into it. Wow, very great. Best on the market. And also the integration into the Apple ecosystem is of course very good. So if you have a MacBook or an iPhone or so, it recognizes that and you can have the virtual displays and so on. It works just absolutely amazing. But we have definitely disadvantages. So the first one, of course, is the extreme price. It's so high that I just can't recommend it to anyone. I mean, it's very high quality, but not the price is still too high. And also, there is no gaming focus at all. We have some small casual games that you can control via hand tracking or so that works, but it's not focused on gaming. This is not a gaming headset. I mean, you can right now, you can connect the controllers of the PlayStation VR 2, but still it's not like you can play shooters or Half-Life Alyx with it. It doesn't really work so good. There are some hacks where you can connect it to PC, but it's not official. Yeah, and also we have the battery is on at the cable. It's wireless, but still it has the battery. You put it in your pocket and then you still have the cable. Sometimes when you sit on the couch and you want to stand up, you forget that there is a cable and so on. Really annoying a little bit. And we also have a pretty small field of view when you compare it to other headsets. It's pretty small. And what I also don't like is that, I mean, the material is very good. We have glass, we have aluminum and so on. But due to this, it's very, very front heavy. It's so front heavy that I got headaches after 15 minutes, unfortunately. So this is really, you have another strap you can try, but still it's very front heavy. What's the price? $3,500 or even 4,000 euro. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So who should buy it? Nobody. Nobody, because it's just too expensive. It's just a demonstration by Apple what the future brings. I mean, if you are really a hardcore Apple enthusiast that want to have every single Apple product, or you are an Apple developer or professional early adopter and you absolutely don't care about money, you can buy it because, I mean, it's a perfect headset. It's really great to work with it and watch movies. It's insane. Best quality ever, but it's just too expensive. But if you have the money, if you don't care about money, get it. You will be happy with it, I'm pretty sure. If you decide to buy it, check out the link in the description. Okay, now I want to show you a headset. I don't have it right here, at least now, but I tried it on several places in this world. I'm talking about the Somnium VR1. It's from Somnium Space, and it looks really bulky, it looks really huge, but I think it's still comfortable. Yeah. So the biggest advantage is that it's made completely in the European Union. Everything is made in the European Union, and that's really crazy because normally this is not possible, right? It comes from China or whatever. We also have a pretty high QLED resolution. This is also, it's not the best. There are headsets with better resolution, but still good. And the colors are the best that I experienced in VR ever. Really good colors. So if you are into good colors, get this one. We also have an optional pass-through edition. Yeah, so you have also a pass-through and optional hand tracking and so on. We have a pretty big field of view. That's also compared to other headsets, it has a bigger field of view. And also another cool thing is it's extremely modular. We have anchor points, and at this point we can attach different head straps, even 3D printed custom straps and modules. That's absolutely amazing. Yeah, so for people that want to play around a little bit with that, it's great. And we have SteamVR tracking. This is still the best and most accurate tracking, but you have to keep in mind that you have to buy the two base stations and two controllers additional to the price. We also have eye tracking and, as I said, additional hand tracking. The disadvantage is it's compared to other headsets that perhaps even have better specs or so, it's very expensive because it's made in the European Union. Everything here is more expensive. I know that. We all know that. And it's pretty heavy. So perhaps use it for seated simulators. That's better. So the price is really high. It's 2,999 euro for the standard version, and the mixed reality version is even 4,299 euro. It's very expensive, but as I said, European Union. We also have a military edition. For the military, it's very important that it's made in the EU, so we don't have any parts from China that could be a problem for the military or so, yeah. And who should buy it? Of course, hardcore enthusiasts that want to have a made in EU headset, and of course sim fans that want a modular headset. They want to friggle around a little bit, play around, print their own stuff and so on. Modular. So if you're interested in the Somnium VR1, check out the link in the description below. Okay, let's go to the next one. Look at this. What is that? This is so cute and tiny, right? So this is the Bigscreen Beyond 2, the smallest VR headset on this planet right now. And it's so tiny, when I put it on my head, see it? Oh, I just lost the cable. Look at this. It's really, really tiny, right? Oh my God. It looks so futuristic, right? But still, yeah, as you just saw, it has a cable. It's a PCVR headset, and but what's the advantage and disadvantage? The advantage, of course, it's ultra small and light. You don't even really feel it. And still, the resolution, the resolution is not a blast. For these days, it's not something special, but it's still okay, I would say. The field of view for this tiny form factor is also okay. And it's individually produced. So look at this here. This thing here is 3D, is 3D printed, and it fits absolutely perfectly on my face. So when you order the headset, you have to do a 3D scan, and then you will get this one. That's absolutely amazing. It fits perfectly on your head. It's absolutely futuristic design. And there's also, this one here is even the better version. It's the eye tracking version. It has integrated eye tracking, and that's also really amazing, right? And perfect design, absolutely great. It also has, the first version of the Bigscreen Beyond didn't have IPD adjustment, so it was really hard to sell. This one here, you can use a screwdriver to adjust the IPD. So if somebody buys this headset, he just has to buy this one new, not the whole headset, right? And the cool thing is we have OLED display. Wow, inside this tiny headset. That means we have nice black levels, nice colors and so on. Really amazing. And what I also love, the microphone that's included is really good. One of the best in VR headsets. They did a great work. But also we have some disadvantages. I told you the field of view is for the form factor is good, but compared to, for example, a Pimax Crystal Super or Light, it's smaller, of course, because in this form factor it's not possible right now. And of course, it's a pure PCVR headset. That means we have, I can show it to you, this box here, and then here we have two USB and one display port that you have to connect to your PC. And you need a strong gaming PC, of course. We have cable. And the thing also is when you buy it, you only get the headset. And it has not self-tracking. You need additional accessories like the lighthouse stations and controllers. They are not included in the price. Also, for people wearing glasses, it's nearly impossible because the glasses don't fit under the headset. It doesn't work. You need contact lenses or prescription lenses for the headset, something like that. And also it has no integrated audio. No integrated audio, that means you need your own Bluetooth headsets or you need to buy the separate audio strap from Bigscreen. But to be honest, I don't like it so much. It's comfortable, but the sound feels really cheap, to be honest. So I don't really recommend it. So what's the price? So there is the base version that costs you $1,019 or 1,369 euro, but there is no eye tracking included and nothing else. In this version that I have here, this is the eye tracking version. This costs you $1,219 or 1,549 euro. This is really great. But guys, as I told you before, you only get the headset for these prices. You need the base stations and controllers. I recommend the Valve Index controllers, and the set of 2 base stations and 2 controllers is around $500 to $600 additional. So this is really expensive, right? So who should buy it? Of course, PCVR enthusiasts, where they really need the best comfort. It's so much more comfortable than a Crystal Light or any other headset that you see here, and you can play ultra long PCVR sessions with it. Hours and hours and hours, because you don't even feel it. And that's really great. So people that want to play long simulation sessions or even long VR chat sessions or so, because as I said, it's Lighthouse compatible. You can even connect all Lighthouse like full body tracking and so on. So it's great for VR chat users. Yeah, that's it. Yeah? And if you want to buy it, in the link you will find, in the description you will find the link. You can support me a little bit by buying these. It's really great and I definitely recommend it. Yeah, and the next headset. Wow, this is also very tiny, right? What the heck is that? So this is the Shiftall Megan X Superlight 8K. And yeah, Superlight, this is the name. It's really light. It's really tiny and light as the Bigscreen Beyond. I mean, it doesn't look as cool as the Bigscreen Beyond 2, to be honest. But here the weight lasts on your forehead, so it makes it pretty comfortable. Look at this. So we have it like here, yeah, and then we can even adjust it when we push that. And we can also adjust it like the ankle of the headset to your face, and that's also very nice, right? Absolutely amazing. So we have a lot of controls here. You even have a flip-up design. See that? You push the button and then it goes like that. Really nice. What's the advantage? So of course it's very light and small. That's definitely the biggest advantage, and it also has a pretty good resolution and a very good display as well, right? That's also nice. And here we can also set prescription. We have two wheels here and we can adjust it per lens, and that's absolutely amazing. This is a huge advantage over the Bigscreen Beyond 2 for people wearing glasses. And the flip-up design is also really nice. But to be honest, we also have disadvantage, and for me personally, it's very individual because of the head shape, eye shape and so on. But for me, it has a ultra low field of view. I must even say it's the lowest field of view I ever had with any of the headsets that you can see in this room. Unfortunately, it's so tiny that it kills the immersion for me. Unfortunately. Also, it also doesn't have sound, so you need your own headphones, which I don't really like. I want integrated sound. But yeah, you can also not buy a module at Shiftall, as far as I know. And also what I don't like is the edge-to-edge clarity of the lenses. So it was pretty blurry at the outside of the view, and that I didn't like. But it's also very individual. It depends on the head shape. So for me, it would be better if they did something like big screen, that you have an individual facial interface. Then perhaps I could have a bigger field of view. I don't know. Also, it is a pure PCVR headset. That means it also has a cable. And now it's not connected right now, but it has a cable, of course. And what's the price now? So the price of the Shiftall Megan X Superlight 8K is $1,899 or euro. And this is including tax and including shipping. But as well as the Bigscreen Beyond 2, you only get the headset. It has Lighthouse tracking. That means you have to buy the two base stations and the controllers additionally for around $500 to $600. Yeah, so this comes additional to that price. So it's really expensive. So who should buy it? I mean, it's the same people that should buy the Bigscreen Beyond 2. PCVR players that want good comfort and very light and small headset and play long VR sessions. But to be honest, I never used the Megan X Superlight 8K because of the very small field of view. It kills the immersion for me completely, so it just doesn't make sense for me to use it, unfortunately. Yeah, so unfortunately I cannot recommend this because of the small field of view. I mean, it's great for people that wear glasses because you can adjust the diopter and you can also flip it up. So it's pretty good for developers that just want to have a glimpse on the monitor, right? For these people, it's really great. And You can find the link to the headset in the description as well if you want to buy it. So, and now let's come to something that is even better, even higher. This is the Pimax Crystal Super. This is the really high-end PCVR, and it's even smaller. Look at this, is the Crystal Light, and this Crystal Super is smaller. This is more compact. Yeah, so they build it in a smaller case, I would say. It has the same like head strap. Yeah, lenses are also very clear and so on. We have self-tracked, and also the controllers are included. So what's the advantage? The advantage is definitely the ultra high resolution. We have a very high resolution and really good lenses. So this is even much better than the Crystal Light. And we also have a modular design. That means here on the bottom we have two switches, and then we can pull off the optical module, and then we can switch it to another optical module. And we have, I think we have 4 different modules. The 50 pixel per degree, this has a good field of view, and 57 pixel per degree, this has a lower field of view, but it's even more pixels per degree. Then, sorry, then we have an ultra wide module that has a big field of view, of course of the binocular overlap, and then we have an OLED module. So if you buy one, you get the headset, and then later if you decide you want another one, you can just buy another optical unit. And that's really great. It's very optical. It's very modular with the optical engines. And all in all, it's the absolute high-end PCVR. Yeah, it's really high-end. And tracking, as I said, is included. Controllers are also included. But what's the disadvantage? Yeah, you can imagine, of course, the high price. We will talk about this. High price, and you even need a better gaming PC. Of course, higher resolution means it needs more performance and need even a better PC. So really buy a good high-end gaming PC. Other things doesn't make sense, right? And also the Pimax software. I mean, it's getting better. It's the same software than the Crystal Light, but it's not for beginners. There are a lot of settings. Yeah, so if you don't have the strongest PC, you have to lower some settings, and you really need to know what you're doing. I mean, there are some instructions and so on, but still, it's not for beginners. With the Quest, for example, you just switch it on and everything works. Here, it's still, you can do it, but better adjust a little bit. We also have integrated eye tracking and stuff that can scan our eyes, and then we have auto IPD, dynamic foveated rendering, and all this stuff. It's really another category than the Crystal Light. So yeah, and we have a cable, yeah. And also, what I don't like is the microphone. The microphone of the Crystal Super is, I don't know why, but they decided to build a pretty bad microphone. I mean, it's not so bad that you cannot play multiplayer with it, but like creating videos for YouTube is just not so good with this microphone. And we also don't have mixed reality. So what's the price? Price is, of course, much higher than this. It's $1,735 plus tax, or €1,588 plus tax. So as you can see, this is pretty high, right? So who should buy it? Of course, this is meant for hardcore enthusiasts and professional users that really want the best of the best, including really big field of view. At least with the ultrawide, it's a really good field of view for this resolution. You don't find it somewhere else. And also the weight is okay, yeah, but I mean, people that don't care about the weight, that want to play seated, racing simulation and so on, you can play all the other games as well, but it's meant for seated, so simulation fans, yeah? Hardcore enthusiast simulation fans, I would say. So, in the description, as always, you find a coupon and a link that you please use to save a little bit. That's for such a high price, it's definitely worth to use the coupon and the link in the description. And here is another example. This is the Pimax Dream Air, or the smaller version, the Dream Air SE. And the advantage is that you can see it's very tiny, it's small, it's light, yeah, but it has still a very high resolution and for the size, pretty big field of view. And the disadvantage is, yeah, it has a pretty big field of view, but not as big as, for example, a Crystal Super or so. And you have to keep in mind that this is not a standalone headset. It has a cable. This goes here. And it's a PCVR headset, so no standalone like Quest or so. We have a price for the Dream Air SE, €802 or $899 without controllers. This is the Lighthouse version. And then we have the Slam version. This is the inside-out tracking. They come with controllers and the price is €1,070 or $1,199. And then this what I have here, this is the Pimax Dream Air. The full version, I would call it. This is, by the way, only a prototype. It will look different in the final version. And the price is €1,783 and $1,999 without controllers. The Lighthouse version and the Slam version with controllers is at €2,050 or $2,299. And who should buy it? Of course, I would say PCVR players, of course, that want more comfort. They just don't want to have a bulkier headset, just a smaller one that looks more, I would say futuristic or so, without a heavy, bulky thing on your head. And people that want to play longer sessions because, yeah, of course, it's much lighter and so on. But it's still a high-end headset. So it's very high-end for people that want to play PCVR, comfortable and high-end. And now another headset that I want to show you. Right now I don't have it here, but I tried it. It's the Varjo XR4. So this headset is insane. This is really insane. So the advantage is the ultra high resolution. It's at really good resolution. The display is very, very good. And even better is the pass-through quality. So they put the focus on pass-through. It has 20 megapixel cameras for the pass-through. That's just insane, right? And also we have a combination of Steam VR tracking. That means you can use it at home with your base stations for the best tracking. And if you go outside, you still have the inside-out tracking when you connect it somewhere else. You don't need to bring your base stations. But it still has cable, right? So this is the first disadvantage. It still has a cable, but the biggest disadvantage is the ultra high price. For normal gamers, it's just no way, no absolutely way. We will talk about this. It also has a pretty small field of view compared to other headsets. Yeah, that's a problem. I don't like small field of views. So the price is, attention, €7,000. In the standard version, €7,000. That's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And even the highest version with Steam VR tracking and inside-out tracking and all this stuff is €13,000. Ooh! Wow. People drive cars that are much cheaper, right? As I said in the intro. It's crazy. So who should buy it? Hardcore enthusiasts, I would say, that don't give a shit about money. That just say, shut up and take my money, right? Or another group, of course, are pilots. They want to train with that. They used it for pilot and so trainings. And of course, developer and professional users that perhaps want to do a showcase of a new product or something like that. So it's more in the business area, the Varjo XR4. So if you want to buy it, check out the link in the description below. And this here is the Samsung Galaxy XR headset. This is the first XR or VR headset that has Android XR as operating system. Really interesting. We have several advantages. For example, this is the best display that you can have right now. It's even a tick better than the Apple Vision Pro. It's crystal clear, it's ultra sharp, and we have the very good Android XR user interface. If you are a Google fan, if you use Android, you will definitely instantly know what you are doing there. That's absolutely amazing. We have the best pass-through quality or mixed reality quality on the market. It's even better than the one in the Apple Vision Pro. Absolutely amazing. It looks stunning. And we also have a very good integration into the Google ecosystem. So all the apps like Mail, Calendar, Google Photos, Google Maps, everything is inside here, and that's really amazing. And we also have a top quality with the material. This is a really nice quality. And we have optional PCVR support. Like with these controllers, you can buy them separately and you can do PCVR then. That's also amazing. The comfort is great of this headset, much better than the Apple Vision Pro, in my opinion at least. But we also have some disadvantages. For example, the price of $1,800 is, I mean, it's much cheaper than the Apple Vision Pro, but still a high price, right? So this is not for beginners. We also have not so much games right now because it's still at the beginning of Android XR. There are coming more and more games every day, but still the Meta Horizon Store is much bigger, and we have a cabled battery. So we have to put it in your pocket, and then you can. For me, it's not disturbing, but perhaps some people don't like it. So the price, as I said, is $1,800 US. You can buy it in South Korea and United States at the moment. If you want to forward it to Europe, then I will link some forward services in the description. So who should buy it? I would say, of course, not beginners. I would say Google enthusiasts or developer and professional users, early adopters that want to have the newest things here, and people that perhaps want to use PCVR wireless because they don't only want to play seated games like simulations and so on. If you want to play Half-Life Alyx wireless with an ultra good display, then you should go for it if you are into Google. So this is a really great headset. Okay guys, and now prepare yourself, sit down. This is the ultimate shit, the ultimate VR headset. This is the XTAL 3 from the VR engineers. This thing here is insane. It's insane. So it's insane expensive as well, right? So what's the advantage? Like the Somnium VR1, this one here is made completely in the European Union, and that makes the price even higher. So very important for people that don't want anything from China or somewhere else, it's made in the EU. And we have a very high resolution as well, 8K resolution, and that's absolutely amazing. We have great lenses as well in this headset, really good lenses, crystal clear lenses. And with the optional XTAL 3 Neo, we even have mixed reality pass-through. That's absolutely amazing as well. And we have a really huge field of view. That's the thing that normally VR headsets don't have, a really huge field of view. So you can have a Varjo, you can have anything for a high price, but this one here has a high price, high resolution, and even a big field of view. That's the thing. This is insane. And we have Steam VR tracking. Yeah, that means we have very good tracking. We can use index controllers, full body tracking, and all that stuff if we like. So with the XTAL 3 Neo, with the mixed reality, you can even do pilot training with real cockpits. So the VR engineers don't only developed the headsets, but also flight simulators, training simulators. So they can produce really huge cockpits, like the same as in a real jet or a real plane, and you can train with that. That's a blast. And then when you sit in the real cockpit and you put the headset on, then you see the surroundings, the virtual world, like your mission that you have. But the area where your real cockpit is from the simulator is you see in mixed reality, because the headset can see it and then cut that out from the virtual reality. It's just insane, I can tell you. I can tell you. But also we have disadvantages. The first one is the price. Yeah, it's very expensive because it's made in EU and has all the crazy stuff inside, and they develop everything themselves. I've visited them. I was there like 10 or even more times in Prague, and I visited them, and these guys are so great. The boss of VR Engineers, Marek, he is such a nice guy. I love him. He's a great guy. And yeah, but it's still very expensive, right? And also, of course, it's pretty heavy. I mean, look at this. You look like a hammerhead, yeah, shark with this. And but it's also modular. That means you can integrate it into a real helmet, and there it's made for. It's for military training, so they don't care about the weight, of course. So now the price. The price, guys. Sit down, calm down. So the lowest version, the XTAL 3, what you can see here, what I have in my hands here, this is 9,000 euro. Oh, oh, oh my God. I don't want to destroy it. Oh my God. And then there's other versions, the XTAL 3 Neo. This has mixed reality integrated. And this is 11,500 euro. Crazy. And then we have, I think it's still upcoming. I don't know if it's already on the market. The next level, this is the XTAL 3 Kavu. And this has even a separate, I think it's a PCI Express card that you put in your PC, and that will calculate a lot of things from the headset and what normally the PC would do, or the graphic card. And so that makes it even more performant. But I think even the card that you integrate is many thousands of euros. And I think the whole package is over 30,000 euros, something like that. Woo! Oh my God. Okay, who should buy it? Who should buy it? Wait. Hardcore, 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 hardcore enthusiasts. Yeah? No, I'm just kidding. Of course, it's not for gamers. I mean, you can buy it if you like. You can play Beat Saber with it if you like. I played Half-Life Alyx with it, and it was a blast. It's insane. With this display and this huge field of view, oh my God. Yeah? But of course, the main customers are like pilot trainers, pilots that want to get trained, developers and professional users. And the main customer is US military. The US military is using that for training their soldiers. That's insane, right? So of course the US military don't want to buy something from China, yes? So they buy this one, and that's great. That's absolutely amazing. So yeah, that's it, guys. If you're interested in that, check out my videos. I made some videos about this. It's a crazy headset, and if you want to buy it, I will put the link in the description. Yeah, so if you buy it, please let me know. That will be really interesting for me. So if you have like unlimited money, go for it. Yeah, so it's really crazy when you use the Quest 3, and then right after that this one, you will fall from this planet. This is insane. It's insane. So guys, that was the XTAL 3. Okay guys, now you've seen a lot of these headsets. It's crazy, right? So I prepared some questions that could be also very interesting. So for example, what makes this headset insane or high end? I mean, this is the upper class, of course. When you compare to the Quest 3, for example, the Quest 3 has low resolution, something 2000 by 3000 something, and the XTAL has like 3 or 4000 by 4000, something like that, comparable, yeah. And also it has some of the PCVR headsets have OLED. This one has LC display. We have a very high resolution. We have a breathtaking field of view, for example, with this one, or we have future features like eye tracking and perfect pass-through with 20 megapixels and stuff. And also we have an exorbitant price. And of course, the focus on this kind of headsets that I showed you is more the enthusiast, hardcore gamers and enterprise customers. So, is the extreme price worth it above buying a Quest 3? No. For the most users, of course not. The price is not, this is so exorbitant high that it doesn't make sense for most people. But for hardcore enthusiasts that want the absolute best in place in a category, for example, sharpness, field of view, colors or so, and they are prepared to spend this money, then this is really great. And then it's worth the higher price than Quest 3. Yeah, and you can see the difference, of course, when you use the Quest 3 or XTAL 3, for example. But the higher value is not linear to the price, of course. So for most people, it doesn't make sense, of course. So is PCVR in the high-end area still better as a standalone? Yes, definitely. It's definitely like that. So the high-end PC still has much more power than you have with the Quest. Yeah, I mean, check out, for example, Arizona Sunshine on the Quest version, and then check the same version connected to a PC, and then check it with the XTAL 3. It's a huge difference. It's a huge difference, definitely. Ultra high resolution displays and so on. And even the Apple Vision Pro as a standalone headset is not focused on high fidelity PCVR gaming. But with the Apple Vision Pro, you could perhaps try PCVR. There's a hack that you can do it, but it's not like that it's easy. But with the XTAL 3, for example, you just connect it to PC and then it works in SteamVR. And talking about the Apple Vision Pro, does it even fit in this list of headsets? Yes and no, I would say. From the technology, it's really high-end. It has Micro-OLED, pass-through and all that stuff. But the focus is mainly on productivity and mixed reality, spatial computing and stuff. And not on high-end PCVR. So it's more a competitor to the Varjo XR4 than the Pimax Crystal, I would say. Yeah. And so what is all in all the best pro headset, the highest thing that you can ever buy? Is it the Varjo XR4? Is it the Somnium VR1? Is it the XTAL 3? So I mean, it depends. So all of them are for the enterprise market mostly, or for hardcore enthusiasts, like for simulations, training, design. And for example, the Varjo XR4 shines with the mixed reality pass-through, of course. But the XTAL 3 is known for the extreme high quality of the picture and the ultra-wide field of view used in professional driving and flight simulators, of course. I mean, it depends on what you want to use it, but all in all, if you want the ultimate shit, independent of the money, I would go for the XTAL 3 because it has a huge field of view and all that stuff. It's just insane. So, but which are my favorite headsets now? I'm talking about PCVR high-end. I'm not talking in this video about Quest 3 and stuff. This is high-end only. So my favorite is first is the Pimax Crystal Super, especially with the ultra-wide module, because it has a very high resolution, it has a pretty good tracking and all that stuff, and also a huge field of view. It's great for PCVR, and the price is still reachable. Yeah, it's not like 10,000 euro or so. It's doable. Then I love the Bigscreen Beyond 2. This is a future headset if you want to play extreme long sessions, and you can even use it for VR chat, for full body tracking. The Bigscreen Beyond 2 is insane good. And yeah, I also love the XTAL 3. So in combination with the cockpits and flight simulators that the VR Genius also produce, they are even more expensive, $100,000 and so on. They even need months to produce it. But in combination with the XTAL 3, this is insane. This is the best of flight simulators you can ever have. So if you have the money, go for it. And if you are into, sometimes I also use the Somnium VR1. I mean, right now I don't have it here, but when I was there, I wanted to use it for like games like where you are focused on colors, whereas colorful words or so. Then I prefer the Somnium VR1. That's really awesome. So guys, I mean, you've seen it now, and I'm pretty sure that you don't have anywhere on this planet you will have such a collection of crazy headsets. I mean, many people have the standard headsets like PlayStation VR 2, perhaps the Quest 2, Quest 3S, whatever. But XTAL 3, I don't think anybody has it at home, right? So I can tell you I'm experienced in VR. I know what I'm talking about. Since 1995 with the VFX1 headgear, I also already played Duke Nukem 3D, Magic Carpet and all that stuff, decent in VR. So I'm very experienced. So you're talking with somebody that has a lot of knowledge about VR. So make sure to subscribe, hit the bell. And guys, if you want to buy any of these headsets, make sure to go via my link and also use the coupons if available, so you save a little bit. Thank you for watching, and if you're interested in more stuff, check out the links in the description below. For example, the video where I play Half-Life Alyx with the XTAL 3. And yeah, thank you for watching. See you next time in virtual reality. See ya!
VoodooDE